gonna go buzz around.
Okay. Are you finished, honey?
Yep, finished.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of low scores.
Yeah, that's a pretty large lead for TPC Southwind, over 1,000 more.
Billy Horschel with a beautiful chip down the hill. It's his third shot here at par 4.
And over to 10.
Just earlier, David Lipsky birdie. You can score here if you are hitting the ball properly. Say you talked about, you know, if you don't have it on a course like this,
You got no chance.
You got no chance.
You have to put the ball in the fairway to score. I mean, it hasn't been the case most of the season. I mean, you can be like Rory, 170 something in fairways hit or whatever he is, but he leads the tour in strokes gained off the tee just because of his power.
and Roger, Roy's about to hit his third.
Now, pitch from the rough here. He's going to see how quickly he can get it to stop, and it's going to release through the back of the green.
Really difficult, Paul, to manage the distance when you're playing out of the rough here.
It's tough to judge. I don't think Rory will ever see a lie he hadn't seen before necessarily. He saw the heel grab and shut that face down and give it a little more energy.
And over at 7, this is John Rahm for birdie.
This guy coming down the hill just going to drift to his right, Justin. Might have given it a little too much respect here.
Yeah, it's quick, but it's not quite that quick. And this group is the only group on the golf course yet to make a birdie today. John Rahm, Tom Hoge, and Billy Horschel.
One guy's got to take the cellophane lid off of that hole for these guys to get going, Justin.
Tom Hoge's got a good spot, but back to 6.
And they've got this thing surrounded. Exactly sure who's going to be playing first in this group with McIlroy, Cantlay, and Schauffele. You see the top of the screen. Green is good, red is bad. We're following that all week long here on Golf Channel, on NBC over the weekend. And then next week to Wilmington, they drop it from 125 to 70, and then 70 to 30 at East Lake. And there's a man who's had some success at East Lake in the past. Schauffele. One of the great things, Roger, about these FedEx Cup playoffs is seeing the best players in the world not only just playing the same field, but playing in the same group. Dan alluded to 18 of the top 20 in the official World Golf ranking are here this week. It is really cool for fans, whether you're on television or in person, to see Cantlay, Schauffele, and McIlroy, Roger, playing in the same group today.
Absolutely. It's the players, or the fans, I should say, a great chance to compare the players, how they are in distance, how they go about playing the game. It really gives them a bird's eye view when they're all together. And this one should go to the right side.
Needed it to go a little bit more to the right. Up to 7 we send you.
Well, Tom Hoge with a good look here again. He's not made a birdie yet today. See if Tom Hoge can get the lid off. Oh yeah, buries it right in the center. So now they should be off to the races, or at least to the 8th tee.
We're looking at Rory McIlroy now, Roger, and it has been a struggle here on the 6th, and we are taking the circuitous route, if you will, if you're McIlroy. He still is not on the green yet, and he's putting for par at this par 4.
Yeah, got to be better than, I'd say, 25 feet or so. It'll be coming downhill slightly. Last half of the putt will be down green. You can see a grain switch about halfway there. So from that point on, it'll start to move away from him. And I don't think it'll break a ton in the area of the cup. It's by and large, Paul, there's not a lot of breaks in these greens.
Now, Paul, unlike team sports, you can't take a timeout in this sport. You don't have a coach to talk you up. You've got to be able to handle your business yourself when you're struggling in the middle of a round.
Boy, you wish you could call timeout, but they're all on the clock here. And part of Rory's troubles, he's only hit 1 of 5 fairways, and it's just almost impossible to play from this rough.
That was going to slide to the right, and he's going to drop another shot. And Dan, Rory McIlroy's 2 over in the early stages.
And the Ryder Cup is never far from his mind. Zing, you know what it's like. Team Europe on the grip there, the putter of Rory McIlroy. Enjoys that competition so much. We saw him in that emotional interview afterwards at Whistling Straits, where he just pretty much told everybody how he felt about it, and how he only let his team down, didn't play well, and that's only happens in the Ryder Cup.
Well, we've been crying for years, so it's nice to see one of those guys cry.
And Tom Kim here at 16, winner of course last week. Got him in the field here. He was gonna have his card pretty much locked up, but he had to win in order to play here in these FedEx Cup playoffs. He did it in great fashion by 5 shots. 20 years old. Wow, from doing things just like that. Beautiful punch, great rhythm, and he's a wonderful young man.
He really is. Biggest calves on tour, I think. That dude is built on the lower body.
Like a tank.
Yep.
Thomas the Tank Engine, his nickname. Tom, that's where he came up with it. He came up with it. He wanted to be called it. Now, did he get in, as Justin described, 61 in the final round. Second youngest winner of the PGA Tour event since World War II. Only Jordan Spieth was younger. He went 27 on the front nine at Sedgwick. You can go back even to earlier than that. 8th youngest PGA Tour winner since 1900. 20 years and 1 month. 9th to shoot 61 or better in the final round and a long, long time. And the 5th player to win by 5 or more at the window since 1983. He was also the first player since hole-by-hole records began being capped in 1983 to win after starting the tournament with a quadruple bogey. So all sorts of interesting history being made by Tom.
History made last summer by this guy, Patrick Cantlay. He's looking to do it again to go back-to-back in the FedEx Cup. That's 4 birdies in his last 5 holes. Cantlay suddenly is alive at 4 under.
Not much left for Varner to get another one here at 9. Varner heating up here.
It's been ours there. No doubt about it. This is a good golf course for him. It is definitely target golf out here.
Back to 8 for Morikawa. His birdie look.
Morikawa. Got it.
Drops it in to get back to even. He's got some work to do left, though.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain. Hi, ladies. Alex from US Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point of sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules, and customize orders? That's what US Bank Business Essentials is for. What about a new oven? Can US Bank help us there? We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help. Huge. Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Nothing like the hometown charm of a county fair.
So charming.
You say so.
What was that?
Nothing.
Wow. Next.
Do anything that's healthy?
That was actually fun.
When can we go back?
We have to wait a whole year, darn it.
When it comes to comfort, we're thinking of every mile. The new Hyundai Palisade. It's your journey.
For just a little bit more, get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so.
How's Rory
You should
doing?
just
Good.
consider yourself. We have everything. Nothing to do. I'll throw this tiny little fan. Car wash voucher? Ha! Light up something expensive. Think you lost? Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20.
Consumer Cellular.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
What if you were a global energy company with operations in Scotland, technologists in India, and customers all on different systems? You need to pull it together. So you call in IBM and Red Hat to create an open hybrid cloud platform. Now data is available anywhere securely. And your digital transformation is helping find new ways to unlock energy around the world. Let's create a hybrid cloud that can change an industry. IBM, let's create.
On the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for all of this yourself. So get Allstate. That's at the 10th, the 3rd for Adam Long. as this trio has made the turn. A couple of Adams involved. Adam Scott also in the group. But Ramey's next, and John Wood is with this threesome. Woody, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ramey drove right move the right rod, came up just short, but a very straightforward pitch shot.
Yeah, he's loving this right here.
Especially when you play left in place here. You just put that thing on the tee, that really checked out more than he was hoping.
Oh, he's gonna be really upset with that. Doesn't show it, but deep down inside, he's feeling that.
Ramey coming in at 75 on the FedEx Cup eligibility list. And Adam Scott, you see here in this group, sitting at 4 under at the turn. Players to qualify for playoffs in all 16 seasons. And take a look at the FedEx Cup summary. And then there were just 2. This list has been dwindling through the years, but Kuchar and Adam Scott hanging in there. Mickelson, Charlie Hoffman, Brent Snedeker, and Bubba Watson had played in the first 15 playoffs until missing this year. So you look at the current FedEx Cup standings. Scotty Scheffler, we mentioned, has been leading the way for now 23 weeks. A substantial lead, even though Cameron Smith has gotten in there into the second position with his first major championship win. As Adam Scott has this for birdie year. We mentioned the FedEx Cup playoff eligibility points list. There was a lot made out of the temporary restraining order that was disallowed in court in San Jose, California on Tuesday. 3 players, which included Taylor Gooch, Matt Jones, and Hudson Swafford, were asking for a temporary restraining order to allow them to go get into these playoffs. They were denied. And so the list that you see are the players that are eligible. And there's 120 players in this field, even though the top 125 make the first round of the FedEx Cup playoffs. But we've had some injuries. Hideki Matsuyama withdrew yesterday because of a sore neck. So the field is 120 as we go to the 8th, and John Rahm in his birdie attempt.
This would be a nice one of these mid-range putts for a guy who hasn't made a bogey or a birdie. Not gonna get this one.
And we mentioned guys like Taylor Gooch, who is sitting in about the 20th position on the FedEx Cup points list. Now, if he stays in the bonus pool, he will get paid, even though he's not a part of these playoffs. Unless you have resigned from the PGA Tour, like Dustin Johnson, you're out of the mix entirely. So I know there's lots of technical things swirling around the world of golf, but
well, you know, life got confusing for a lot of golfers, you know, unnecessarily, really. I mean, there's a lot at stake out here, and this week exemplifies that. I tell you, you saw the tension in Scotty Scheffler, who never shows a negative emotion. He's led for 23 straight weeks in these FedEx Cups, and he doesn't want to lose it. And, you know, Colin Morikawa started first last year in the FedEx Cup and finished 26th. So you can drop like a rock in this format.
And you've been hearing players, Noda, including Billy Horschel, become even more and more vocal because it has gotten personal. They've talked about it, how the lawsuit by the now 10 players, because Carlos Ortiz has dropped out of the original 11 to sue the PGA Tour. So anyway, that's that situation. It's going to be refreshing for the rest of the way here to talk about golf for the next 3 weeks. There's the situation at 7.
Xander Schauffele's found the left fairway bunker. May have some tree issues. Nobody's been able to hit the green from this fairway bunker today. 0 for 4.
That's a horrible spot. It's a decision hole off the tee for some players.
It's ball in hand. Yeah. We're on the fairway. It's taking up most.
He's on the upslope here, and he's going to have to hit it so high from 176 yards. I don't think he can get enough club line to get into the green. I don't think there's any chance.
I heard him talking about, you know, having ball in hand. So, Raj, I think you're right. I think he's just trying to play something just a little bit short of the green. Try and get it up and down for par.
I wonder if he'll reach the common Bermuda or stay in the Zoysic, Justin.
Anyway, boy, he got a lot of it. I'll say that.
Wow. Carried it into the left green side bunker. It's not bad from there as long as the line's okay. So you look at the lip playing over. Watch this. His weight almost goes back into his right side. He's trying to hit it so high, and it just cleared the grass there on the front lip of that bunker. Now Rory
large tree that guards the front right of the green. And I can't tell you how good that is. That was exceptional. 163 that was.
I've been walking the golf course yesterday. Anything in the right rough
Yeah.
is totally blocked out. Apparently not for that man. He needs to get something going. Maybe this is the beginning of it. And now Cantley in just perfect shape here, Raj.
Yeah, driven in the left center of the fairway here. It is ideal at this point. 169 left. Actually, we had Rory as being closer to the hole, but he got over it in a hurry and played maybe out of turn. That's okay. This now is 9 iron. 169.
And that tree is a good 35 yards short of the green, so these guys with short irons from the fairway, that tree is not in play.
We just see Rom hit 9 iron for 148. That's 20 yards longer, same club.
That was a big swing there. That was a rip.
Wow, that is huge.
A couple of good looks for these two, and then Xander Schauffele in the left bunker to 11.
Good look at the par 3, Adam Scott. Man, that's a good looking golf swing, Paul.
Only 157 yards this hole today, Steve, but it will sure get your heart rate going.
Yeah, nice execution there. Scott on another looking birdie to 16.
And Corey Connors, this is for Eagle, running from off the green from almost 45 feet. Oh, and he's got it. So Corey Connors moves to 2 under par, headed in the right direction. Certainly safe for next week, but boy, you'd love to have a little breathing room to try and get to East Lake in a couple of weeks. And our leaders, 8 under par, 62s, not much wind, soft conditions. It is time to go out there and make some birdies.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Here's to those with homework this summer, group projects, and workshops. Here's to those with